What's up, viewers, subscribers, and agents alike? It's your boy Enlightened Luciferian coming at y'all once again. I hope everybody's in a good state of mind. I hope everybody's doing well. All my subscribers, so forth and so on. And to the agents, fuck you. Have a seat. Sit to the back. But for the most part, this is a second part that I want to explain about the discharge process. Before I proceed with what I'm getting ready to say, most people who view my channel need to understand when I talk about the discharge process, you must be a secure party creditor. If you're not a secure party creditor, a lot of this stuff that I say in these videos don't apply to you at all. That's facts. Now, people be like, well, how do you become one? See, and fundamentally, I noticed that this is where the mistake comes in, with either miscommunication or misunderstanding or any other type of miss, is that people want to jump in the driver's seat and not do the education to learn how to first drive. If you're not a secure party creditor, this stuff don't apply to you. It doesn't, because it requires a certain level of functionality in how you actually assert this stuff. You can't be no beginner trying to jump into the league or trying to make sure you can maintain these processes. You will lose a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort. Period. If don't nobody else tell you the truth, I'll tell you the truth. If you're not a secure party creditor, this stuff don't apply to you. That's what this channel is for. Now, if you would like to learn, grab you a pen and paper, watch some videos, take you some notes, do some research. If you're not willing to do that, let me tell you something. There's nobody out here who can do these things for you. You have to learn how to start doing these things for yourself. If you don't want to do this stuff for yourself, then these concepts don't apply to you. I say it time and time again. So when it comes down to certain entities talking about money and all this, let me tell you something. There are over, recorded on my channel, 300 some odd videos I recorded. I deleted a lot of content because I knew that people were misusing it. Had you sat your ass down with a pen and a piece of paper and an inkling of understanding or interpretation or willingness to learn, we wouldn't even have to talk dollar signs. Period. That's a fucking fact. And that's been going on for years. But because I noticed that a lot of people need reference and they need a lot of direction because everyone's situation is different, this is the reason why I put these videos on my channel generalistically, so you can be like, okay, well, I can assess this, I can see what he's saying, and you can basically develop your next move or your first move based upon where you stand. I'm just here as a messenger on this channel. Straight. I'm here as a messenger. That's all I can be, and that's all I ever will be. Straight. That's it. Now, other people's channels, I don't know nothing about. I don't deal with them. I don't peruse them because I do my research on my own. I do my research. I ran my trial and error. I dealt with this stuff. I did my research. Don't mind doing it over and over and over again because this is an active lifestyle. This is not an off-on switch. Okay? So without further ado, let's proceed to the secure party creditor audience. And to the secure party creditor audience only. Only. So this don't apply to agents because y'all can't use it because it would otherwise disrupt your system. So this doesn't apply to you. But as far as the secure party creditor audience, when it comes to a bill, as far as it being presented, this is what I'm going to use as basically my dummy, so to speak. It's a bill. All right? You get them all the time. See, listen to what it requests of you, and then differentiate between who the straw man is and who the natural person is. Now, if you catch what I'm saying, you'll understand what I'm saying is very true. It always says action requested. It didn't say must. It didn't say you should. It didn't say probably. It's a request, which means it's an invitation. Now, a request is an invitation. I'm inviting you or I'm requesting something from you, but that doesn't mean I am demanding any type of payment. Now, those bills we'll get to later, the ones that say demand payment, which in and of itself is just a scare word, but we'll get there later. It says action requested, normally, a normal instance of commerce. It is an invitation for you to basically do one or two things. In the normalistic sense, now you're a secured party creditor, this is how you operate. You don't budge. Let's talk about the neophyte crowd. You know what I'm saying? The neophyte crowd, they're the ones who are willing to reach in their pocket and go check their savings and try to assess all these things and reach out to all these entities to try to contract with these entities to basically give them the ability to make the payment for you. In reality, secured party creditors, we settle the account ourselves. We don't need third parties in our business. That's the thing that people have to understand when it comes to this secured party credit concept. Accountability and a little bit of motherfucking maturity. Okay? It takes, I ain't gonna say a little bit, I ain't gonna downplay it. It takes a lot of fucking maturity when it comes down to you doing what you have to do for your personal business. You can't rely on a third party or give your signature to a third party to figure out your problem. It's your problem. Secured party creditors know that you are the original creditor. When you put yourself in that position, the bill is not addressed to you. It's addressed to a straw man entity that you have to actually draw and draft your documentation up to discharge it. This is what I tell people to do most of the time. Never pay. Because people are like, well, that's shirking your responsibility. No, it's not. If the debt attributes itself to anything that's associated with government. Anything associated with government. I don't care if it's a public work. I don't care if it's a hospital. I don't care if it's student loans. Anything associated with that. This is what you must realize. You're not responsible. Now, your personal expenses and so forth, that's your decision. That's your choice. Those things are separate from the secured party creditor ideology. And in those respects, that means that you have a certain level of capacity to function in a commercial sense than other people too. But we'll get there later on in the series. What you have to understand is that they're offering you something because third parties, whether you know it or not, have already considered before they sent you anything, and they sent you a negotiation. They sent you probably a list of services, whatever they've done in order to accrue for the actual amount. So when they take it to judgment, if they would take it to judgment, then they have an accounting. Here's the thing. What we're saying in regards to bills is that we're not saying that we're not willing to pay. We're saying we're willing to settle. We're willing to settle based upon presentment. You sent me a presentment. I'm sending you presentments in proper creditor status. I'm not saying I'm not paying because according to Federal Reserve fiat notes, you can't pay a debt with a debt, people. Promissory notes are promises to pay. They are debt notes. You can't pay a debt with a debt. That's why your objective in secured party creditorship is to reduce debt, not to motherfucking increase it. That's why I was opposed and still am opposed to a lot of these people who try to make it seem like it's all about accumulating something when it's all about settling so that way you can proceed to redeem yourself from this commercial structure. It's not about getting houses and cars and all that shit you can get on your own. Escape that mentality. Escape the get mentality because that's the system you're based in. It's the parasite system. So if you get it, don't you think that it will make and configure a way to get it from you? Your job as a secured party creditor is to fucking keep it. Keep it. The reason why a lot of people don't understand this concept is because in order for you to have any standing in law, you must have property. You think it's physical. No, property means ownership. Ownership of what? Something tangible or intangible. I could write a screenplay. It's not visible. It's not physical. It's just paper. But it can be turned into what? That's my intellectual property. It's not physical, but it's my property. Y'all have to start understanding the difference between what real property ownership is and what temporal property ownership is and what stateship property ownership is. Until you get that, you will never differentiate between how these processes work for you. But in the secured party creditor stance, with a viable, functional UCC on record, up to date, then you can start to settle your legal indifferences with the debtor corporate system. Now, if you are a beginner or a novice or a neophyte in these realms of understanding, you got a lot of work to do. And your best bet, and I will say this in all honesty, is to not just throw money and think somebody's going to do something for you. Let me tell you something. You have a very narrow-minded concept of life and reality. Straight. That's a fact. Now, if you want proper education, that's a different story. But just to think you're going to jump on this path and invest with some fiat, it's not going to work like that. You need dedication, discipline, and direction. The 3 Ds that's going to make this work. Now, if you're not properly guided within conscience or even capable enough of handling this, then that's your problem. See, what I'm doing is basically saving face on my channel for anyone that thinks that I want to take a motherfucking thing from them. Because I bet you to this day, the same people who accuse me of taking something from them still watching my motherfucking channel. I bet that to this day. Bet it to this day. Well, the few. The one from previous yesteryear and one from this year. So, hey, I bet you they're still watching this channel. Straight. But the focus ain't on the agents. The focus is on the creditors. See, I don't give a fuck what you say about me. I could take every last one of these videos off this fucking channel and live a life as a secured party creditor because I know what the fuck I'm doing. And got the receipts to prove it. See, I'm not scared. I'm not fearful. I'm officiate when it comes down to actually putting together and composing documents. And I'm not bragging or boasting, but I can do this shit off the top of my head. That's how much study and dedication I put into this stuff. To put that information, internalize it so it can basically flush out the indoctrination that otherwise hindered my progress to a better lifestyle and a better access to the greater divine. Straight. That's the dedication I put in. And guess what? I didn't pay a YouTuber a motherfucking thing. Nothing. Not even a moment of my time even trying to invest in what they had to say. Because I was already on that path. That's why I started my channel. To enable people to start doing shit for themselves. And if you're watching this around children, please pause this video. For them to stop being punk bitches. See, little do people know, you're surrounded daily by a bunch of impotent motherfuckers who don't want to do shit for themselves. Quick to complain, but slow to solve or settle. Those people I stay the fuck away from. And if you're around them, get away from them. And if you happen to experience them in a later time in your life, keep moving. Because all they're going to do is naysay and they're bitter because you got to realize the system has implemented that chip into them. They don't want to change. They'll brag about it, but they don't want to do a damn thing. They want to eat, but won't till the motherfucking soil. That's why I've known people who follow me to this day. To this very day. Who sit here and talk about, I've been watching you for years and still ain't got the process. Now, I'm not speaking down on you. I'm speaking to you. Not through you. I'm speaking to you. You got to buckle up. It literally takes, I shit you not. If you don't understand, probably about a month's worth of good, decent education. And probably takes you about 10 minutes on the computer to fill out UCC 1 on your own. 10 minutes. That's all it takes. Then, further education into how to apply it to your current circumstance. So that way, you can have this stuff on hand whenever these motherfuckers try to want some fiat from you. See, I don't want no fucking fiat from you. These motherfuckers do. They want it from you. They're going to keep requesting it. And they're going to keep asking for it. And they're going to keep pressing. And they're going to keep sending you to jail. They're going to keep stacking on child support. And they're going to keep upping taxes. Yeah. Rage against that machine. Straight. You got the balls to go goddamn violate your oppressor? I doubt it. I fucking doubt it. Because if you did, you wouldn't be here. See, I know a lot of secure party creditors who function very well. Names aside, I'm going to keep y'all identities disclosed. Undisclosed. But disclosure is, in regards to what I'm saying is, yeah, y'all rolling. Y'all applying this shit. Y'all sticking it to the beast. More power to you. And this is the audience I'm directing my content to. Straight. Secure party creditor from here on out. If you're a beginner, I am so sorry for you, but I have no more fucking patience. I do not. Now, if you would like to participate in a discussion, feel free, please, and bring a pen and paper. But as far as wasting time on that notion, no. We kicking this bitch into high gear. It's too late, you know? I want everyone to have access to a higher sense of realization of who they are and why they function the way they do in the system. Because whether you believe it or not, you don't function the way you do in the system by your own fucking thinking. Unless, of course, you function in a way in which you think for yourself. Some people traipse through society expecting things to just happen. It's people still walking around here thinking they're going to stumble upon bags of money. I ain't never seen money come out the sky unless I went to a strip club. Anybody disagree? Let me know something different. Straight. There's no such thing as luck in this life. There's a such thing as accountability, research, dedication, perseverance. Yeah, it's a such thing like that. Research this stuff. Some of our own family members don't even want to hear what we got to say. Until you start becoming what you are and who you say you are, they won't listen. You know what? Why they won't listen? Because you're supposed to be walking, not talking. That's why they think you're fucking crazy. They think you off your fucking rocker. They don't want to listen. Now, on the opposite end of the spectacle, once you start showing them results, you get to the point where I'm at. You don't need to talk no more, especially to them, because they're going to function on a level of what? Go back to Luciferian doctrine, you understand it's parasitism. They don't want to be total people. They don't want to be accountable. So now that they see you, whoa, you resurrected from the dead, you're a brand new individual. You've changed. You know, you're not functioning the way society and structure has made you. You're starting to handle your business. See me? I don't brag or boast. I don't call lawyers. I don't call third parties. I don't do anything. I focus on what I need to focus on. And that's this task. Being what I am and what I signed up for as far as being accountable for my life. Secured party creditor. Period. If you don't like it, that's your choice. Period. These videos mean nothing to you. Hit that stop button. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep living life. Keep stuffing yourself with junk food. Keep living unhealthy. Keep functioning on a low vibrational plane and eventually fucking inherit the earth. But, like what I have to say, please email me. Secured party creditors only. And please make sure it's a serious inquiry in regards to anything that we can have a meeting of the minds, because I don't mind bouncing ideas off of brains that think such as myself. I don't. And if your first time actually viewing this channel, like I said, hit the notification button so every time I drop a video, you won't be held in the dark. And agents, I ain't even worried about y'all, because y'all gonna post this shit at every angle you can. Y'all gonna slander, mock, deride, try to just totally undermine the movement. And my apologies in the past for even giving you motherfuckers attention in the first place. Because even this affects your lifestyle. which lets me know that, above all else, my creator has endowed me with the ability to be greater than you, scumbag pieces of shit. Because you rely on a parasitical system to survive, and if you rely on that system, then that means you want to hinder me, and me and you are not on the same plane. That's why I say in my videos, agents, don't contact me. But y'all still persevere and try, and being benevolent, because I know the angle, I give you more than enough chance to fucking hang yourself. Peace, light, love. Y'all stay tuned, man. Stay tuned for the next upload. Agents, move to the side.